He believed he had outsmarted everyone around him. In his mind, the evidence had vanished and the truth was permanently hidden. Convinced that nothing could link him to the crime,
and I don't know why you're smiling.
Because I can.
Well,
because I can. It's not a crime to smell.
It's not a crime to
Continue
smile,
what you were saying.
but it doesn't help you, all right, to irritate people.
All right.
And you have a lot at stake in this
It's
case.
not a crime to smell, is it?
I didn't say you were committing a
Okay.
crime. I'm saying you're
Continue
not
what you were
helping
saying.
yourself.
Continue what you were saying. I'm allowed to
done.
smell.
I would suggest
All right.
you do what helps
Okay.
you, not what hurts you.
Okay.
That's
do what I
all.
want to do.
Well,
Let's
do
get
what
that
you want to do.
understood.
That's fine.
Let's get that understood.
Your job is to do your job, not to worry about me. That's what I'm saying.
Well,
I worry about me. You worry about your.
what he didn't realize was that someone connected to the case was about to expose everything right there in the courtroom. This is the story of Bryce Rhodes, a man who believed he had escaped justice until a close friend decided to tell the truth. In 2016, the city of Louisville was shaken by a tragic series of events involving 3 victims, 2 young teenagers and 1 adult. The shocking discovery left investigators searching for answers and the community struggling to understand what had happened. At the center of the investigation was a local rapper named Bryce Rhodes. From the beginning, Rhodes strongly denied any involvement. Even during court proceedings, he repeatedly insisted that he had nothing to do with the incident that he claimed he was being unfairly accused. As weeks passed and eventually turned into months and even years, it began to seem possible that he might avoid conviction altogether. There was very little physical evidence available. No surveillance footage clearly captured the crime, and no witnesses immediately stepped forward to testify publicly. Because of this lack of proof, Rhodes appeared extremely confident during the trial. Throughout the proceedings, he rarely showed any signs of regret or sympathy. In fact, his behavior in court quickly attracted national attention. Many people noticed him smirking during hearings and behaving in ways that appeared disrespectful toward the victims' grieving relatives. At times, he interrupted the courtroom process, argued directly with the judge, and became visibly frustrated when events didn't go his way. On several occasions, courtroom officers had to step in to calm the situation after his outbursts. Many observers.
He made Maurice on his knees and beg for forgiveness. And he put a toboggan over his head, and he put a rag in his mouth. And then he stabbed, we moved Maurice to the side, and we brought his brother, and we put the toboggan over his head. He put the toboggan over his head and put the sock in his mouth. And started stabbing him too. He would have stabbed him.
He made y'all stab him? So you in court stabbed him too? Alright. How many times do you think you stabbed him?
I stabbed him once.
In December 2023, Antoine Carter appeared in court and took the witness stand. His testimony described a frightening situation that unfolded years earlier. According to Carter, 2 teenage boys entered Rhodes' apartment but never came back out. Carter told the jury that Rhodes seemed to be completely in control of what was happening. He claimed Rhodes was the one making the decisions, giving instructions, and demanding silence from everyone present. One moment from Carter's testimony shocked the courtroom the most. He described a point where those involved were asked to decide whether the boys should be released. After that decision was made, Carter said, everything quickly spiraled into something far more serious.
There was a phone call that you overheard between the boy's mom and the defendant, right? You remember that?
Yeah.
Who was talking on the phone?
It was Larry and Maurice's mom and Bryce.
It was who and Bryce?
Larry and Maurice's mom.
Larry and Maurice's mother? Okay, thank you.
And what was the tone of the conversation?
It was about the shooting.
And when did this conversation happen?
Whenever Maurice had told her about it.
Been to his house before? Who else? What time of day or night is it?
It's nighttime.
Nighttime. Who's at the house?
Larry, Maurice, me, Corey, him, and 3 other people.
What was going on that night?
We was all smoking, drinking. And you feel me? Larry and Maurice got into an argument. Not Larry and Maurice, but Larry and Corey got into an argument.
Was it common for people to get into arguments when you all were hanging out?
Yeah.
And what happened with this argument?
Maurice grabbed a knife.
Okay. So Maurice picked up a knife. Did he wave it at Corey?
And I just he waved at him. He picked it up in an aggressive manner.
And what happened next?
We took it from him and he smacked him.
You say he, do you mean Bryce Rhodes?
I took it from him and he smacked him.
How did he take a knife from him?
He wouldn't up with the knife anyways.
What did Bryce do after he took the knife?
He gonna violate him.
Did that alarm Maurice? How did Maurice respond?
He was gonna go with it. It was just gonna be a punch in the chest.
And why would he go along with it?
Just big homie.
During his testimony in a courtroom filled with observers, Antoine Carter carefully explained the sequence of events leading up to the incident. According to Carter, he was present when Bryce Rhodes allegedly brought the victims to a house. He described how the situation escalated quickly and recalled witnessing actions that left him deeply disturbed. Carter remembered one of the teenage boys begging to be released. The teenager reportedly referred to Carter like a brother and pleaded for his life, asking not to be harmed. Carter also explained that after the incident, Rhodes allegedly tried to intimidate him so that he would remain silent. He told the court that Rhodes looked directly at him and warned that if he ever spoke about what had happened, he would not survive.
Is there a time where people in the house separate from Maurice?
Yeah. We put both of them in the bathroom and we took a vote.
Both who?
Larry and Maurice.
They're in the bathroom. And where are you guys?
Living room.
And what happens in the living room?
We took a vote.
What's this vote on?
If they should die or not.
If they should die or not? Who's calling the vote?
Bryce.
What was your vote?
I'm the one that said no. They said yeah.
What would have happened to you if you tried to leave at that point in time?
I had nowhere to go. He lived too far out.
So, what happens after the vote's taken? What happens to Maurice?
He put a sock in his mouth, tied his hands behind his back, and put a hat over his head.
And where did he do this?
In the living room.
And what happened after that?
He started hitting me in the chest at first.
With an item? With his fist? How was he hitting?
He was hitting me in the chest with a fist first, then 3-4 times. And then Tyron passed him the knife. Then he started stabbing him.
Tyrion handed him the knife. Was he making noise?
He couldn't. He had the sock in his mouth.
Was he trying to make noise?
Yeah.
How many times did Bryce Rhodes stab him?
No.
Where did he stab him?
The torso, off the tip.
Was he standing up or was he on his knees?
He was on his knees.
And he stabbed him in the chest?
Chest, stomach, around there, in the gym area.
In the what area?
His chest and his stomach, on his torso.
He stabbed him other places?
No.
How long did this go on for?
Until he stopped breathing.
Do you have any idea the time?
I don't know.
Was there a lot of blood?
Yeah.
Where was the blood going?
In the carpet and the sheets.
Were the sheets set out to catch the blood?
Yeah. Sheets was really there to move him.
Who got the sheets?
Price.
And where did you put them?
we had trapped Maurice by the door. And then Larry out.
Now these guys are your best friends, right?
Yeah.
What's running through your mind?
So I get out.
What's that?
So I make sure I get out. Try to save somebody else. Make sure I'm safe.
And what would have stopped you from getting out?
Probably if I ain't go along with it,
What would have happened?
probably been with him. Probably same situation, same fate.
So they bring Larry out of the bathroom. Does he have? When does he get the sock?
He had the belt, he had the hat, he got the sock. Get the sock when it was his turn.
Okay, when you say he had the belt, what do you mean?
His hands was already tied behind his back. He had a hat over his eyes, so he couldn't see.
And he had a sock in his mouth.
So he got the sock when it was his turn.
Is he making noises?
That's it. So he started making noises when he started getting stabbed.
Was he on his knees?
Yeah.
Did he know what had happened to his brother?
You know,
Was there blood in the spot that he was at? Did he respond to that?
yeah, he started like trying to kick everything off, get his hands untied, his hands free and stuff.
Was his brother making any noise at that point?
Brother already did.
So how many times did he get stabbed?
I don't know. A lot.
Who was stabbing him?
He stabbed him till he was dead.
Bryce did?
Yeah. And he passed the knife around.
Who did he pass the knife to?
He passed it to me.
Why'd he pass you the knife? They're both dead, right?
Both dead, but we all, he said, so we all gonna be in it. It's on all of us now.
So you would participate?
Yeah.
So what did you have to do with the knife?
Stab him.
Who'd you stab?
Larry.
How many times did you stab Larry?
3.
What'd you do with the knife?
She passed it back to him.
What'd he do with the knife?
She passed it to somebody else.
Who was the next person up?
I don't remember.
Where was Jacory?
It's right there with him. Corey's in there.
Was Jacory handed the knife?
Yeah.
Before or after they were both dead?
After.
Do you know what he did with the knife?
He stabbed him a few times.
Who'd he stab?
Larry.
Alright, what's the next thing that happens?
We put him in totes. You feel me? Took him, like, him, Bryce, Tyron, and somebody else. They were supposed to take him to like a abandoned house and burn the bundle.
The 3 older guys were?
Yeah. They're supposed to take it to a abandoned house and burn it.
When investigators eventually discovered the bodies and abandoned location, the remains had been burned so severely that they were almost impossible to recognize at that time. Authorities had no idea that Antoine Carter would later become the person who helped reveal the full story. But once Carter testified, the case changed dramatically. The investigation was no longer based on guesses or incomplete information. His testimony provided a detailed and personal account of what had taken place. Carter explained that he finally decided to come forward because he could no longer carry the emotional weight of remaining silent. He told the court, "I've been living with this for a long time. I could have walked away and stayed free, but I stayed quiet because I didn't want to get involved. I regret not speaking up sooner. Looking back, I know I could have done something."
I wish the outcome was different. If I knew this wouldn't happen, I wouldn't have hung out with Maurice and Larry.
After the prosecution presented its case, the defense attempted to challenge the testimony and weaken the evidence. However, the jury had already heard enough information to make their decision on December 18, 2023, Bryce Rhodes was found guilty of every charge related to the case, but a few months later.
Thank you. Has the jury been able to reach a verdict in this case? All right, if you could please hand the form to Deputy Mills. Thank you. Verdict form 2A. We, the jury, found the defendant guilty of murder. I'm now going to ask each of you by just kind of pointing, beginning with the back row and going down and then the front row. Is this your verdict? Is this your verdict?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Counsel, can you all approach?
Because Antoine Carter chose to cooperate with investigators and testify in court, he received a significantly lighter sentence. The judge acknowledged that Carter had been involved in the early effort to conceal the truth, but also recognized the importance of his decision to finally speak honestly. Carter was sentenced to 10 years in prison, with the possibility of early release, depending on his behavior and rehabilitation progress. The judge noted that Carter could have chosen to walk away and remain silent forever, but instead he decided to tell the truth. Even though it came later than it should have, the court recognized that his testimony played a major role in bringing justice to the case. This story became more than just another criminal conviction. It was about someone who believed he had completely fooled the system. Someone who remained silent while grieving families searched desperately for answers. Someone who appeared confident in court, believing no one would ever speak against him. But in the end, the voice that shattered that belief came from someone who had been standing beside him the entire time. And no matter how carefully someone tries to hide the truth, and no matter how many people remain silent, the truth eventually finds a way to come out. And sometimes the person who reveals it is the one you least expect. If this story captured your attention, consider leaving a like so the video can reach more viewers, and share your thoughts in the comments. If you were in Antoine Carter's position, would you have spoken up or stayed silent? Click on the next video on your screen, and I'll see you there. Thanks for watching.